From the beginning of human history, we have tried to recreate life through art. From cave paintings to sculpture to the earliest motion experiments, humanity has always searched for ways to capture movement. Stop motion in particular came into popularity as a way for creatives to animate the inanimate. But stop motion's true potential emerged with Russian filmmaker Ladislas Starevich. His characters were portrayed by puppets, and yet they displayed emotion, conflict, and even infidelity. He created fantastical and morbid worlds and brought the dead to life on screen.
Qu'est-il devenu?
He went as far as to find a way to combine his puppet animations with live-action filmmaking, a technique that is still used today. Starevich was born in Moscow in 1882. His artistic abilities grew throughout his life, and as an adult, he found himself the director of the Museum of Natural History in Kaunas. He got married and had 2 children during this time, one of whom, Jeanne, became known as Nina Star in his films. Starevich's stop-motion career was sparked when he tried to make a short documentary on the life of a stag beetle. He was interested in their fighting capabilities, but when he attempted to film them fighting, the nocturnal insects refused to move under the bright studio lights. Finally, he took a pair of dead beetles and sliced off their legs and mandibles, then reattached them using wax so that he could move their limbs freely into various poses. The result was one of the first fully narrative stop-motion films, and the first animated work in Russian cinema history. Audiences believed the insects were trained. They weren't. They were animated. Stop motion was no longer a trick. It was storytelling. Word of Starevich's talents reached Moscow, and he was offered a job in 1911 with Alexander Konzenkov's film studio, the first ever in Russia. He accepted and made about 24 films at the Konzenkov studio. These included the beautiful Leucidia,
В замке короля Цервуса пышный бал.
a 1912 Beetle fairy tale based on the ancient Greek story of Helen of Troy, and A Cameraman's Revenge, a tale of adultery and betrayal among insects. After the Russian Revolution, he fled to France. His now teenage daughter Jeanne became his closest collaborator on the 24 or so films that followed. One of his most visually stunning was The Frogs That Demand a King, made in 1922. It was based on the Aesop fable about a community of frogs who, unable to govern themselves, ask the god Jupiter for a king. Jupiter sends a stork to rule over them, but this places them in danger because storks eat frogs, and the amphibians must flee underwater. This film, as well as The Tale of the Fox and The Mascots, are widely thought of as his greatest films, and the ones that best represent the breadth of his talents. Starevich continued making films until he died at 82 years old on February 26, 1965. His last film to come out was Winter Carousel, which released in 1958, and was one of his only films to be made in color. He left behind one unfinished film, Like Dog and Cat, which had been his current project. In the years following his death, Ladislas was cemented as the blueprint for stop-motion animation. He opened the door to an advanced exploration of the genre, Through his genius idea of combining storytelling with animation, he brought life and a bright future to stop motion. His name is not common knowledge, but the next time you watch a stop motion film, remember one thing: it could not have been made without Ladislav Starovich.